Bihari voters for many reasons. The biggest reason was the overall performance of Nitish Kumar. There is no provision in socialist movement for a dynastic successor. And Nitish Kumar particularly is opposed to these kinds of trend in the party. Until and unless Nitish Kumar is at the helm of affair, there is no question of any MLA shifting his loyalty from Nitish Kumar to ... The era of RJD type of politics is over. Law and order, it was the first casualty in Lalu. No line. He used to say, इसका क्या जरूरत है?
Hello and welcome to the Statesman Talk. I'm Ananya Dasgupta. On this episode, a special guest, veteran politician, founder of the JDU, as well as member of parliament earlier from the JDU, now the political advisor to the party, KC Tyagi. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Let's talk about the Bihar election results because
sure.
we're talking right after that. Were you surprised with the NDA sweep? Maybe you had expected a win, but did you expect these kind of results?
I was not surprised at all. जो पिछला चुनाव था 2000 वाला, उसमें हमें 43 सीट्स मिली. And we lost 40 seats because of Ramvilas Paswan's party. LJP, we contesting against us. तो मैं चुनाव से पहले ही प्रेडिक्ट किया था कि we will get 80+ seat because Ramvilas party was there, Kushwaha's party was there, and above all there was a sympathy wave for Nitish Kumar, who did and done well for the Bihar people.
You expected over 80 for JDU alone.
I spoke on many channels before the election. It will be 80+ for JDU.
And what gave you that confidence? What is that one thing you think that Biharis voted for in this election?
Bihari voters for many reasons, but the biggest reason was the overall performance of Nitish Kumar and how he was different from other leaders in the case of money making, in the case of dynasty politics, in the case of the good land order and rule of law in Bihar. In many aspects, he was behaving different from the other leaders. Take the case of Lalu Prasadji and his family. To his brother-in-law, they were in politics. Wife became the chief minister. The two sons, they are quarreling against each other. Two daughters, they are fighting Lok Sabha election against here and there. So Nitish Kumar was the product of the JP and Karpuri Thakur movement, and they were opposed to any kind of dynasty. And now look at the family affairs. Everybody is fighting everybody. Therefore, लगता था कि that he is a different political activist.
So this was a vote for his clean image, you would say.
It was one of the reasons. And another was the women empowerment also. I disagree with everyone जो कहते हैं कि 10,000 रुपये दिए थे इसलिए महिलाओं ने वोट दिया. ये अकेला रीजन नहीं. 2006 में देयर वाज नो इलेक्शन. जब 50% का रिजर्वेशन नगर पालिका और ग्राम पंचायतों में हुआ, ऐसा देश में कहीं नहीं है. 2007 में 35% पुलिस फोर्स में महिलाएं चली गई. अब बिहार आप जाइए, एवरी थर्ड पुलिस वाला इज ए वुमेन, लड़की. तीसरा, वहाँ पे जो गर्ल एजुकेशन है वो बहुत कम थी. नीतीश कुमार ने उनको ड्रेस भी प्रोवाइड कराई और साइकिल भी, एक गांव से दूसरे गांव में जाने के लिए. इट वाज वन ऑफ द रीजन. जीविका दीदी, आज भी उनको 1,000-2,000 मिल रहा है पैसा उनको, और वो 1.5 करोड़ के करीब हैं. उसमें वर्ल्ड बैंक ने भी मदद की है. वो अपनी जीविका उसमें लगी हुई है. एंड अबव ऑल वाज दिस 10,000 रुपीज़. लेकिन ये खाली दिए नहीं गए हैं, ये भी इकोनॉमिक और उनके एम्पावरमेंट के लिए. कई महिलाओं ने बताया है कि उन्होंने जाकर के सिलाई मशीन खरीदी है. कुछ ने बताया उन्होंने गोट्स ले ली हैं, कुछ ने बताया वो मुर्गी पालन कर रहे हैं। तो वो भी उनके इकोनॉमिक एम्पावरमेंट का ही एक तरीका था।
So you're saying this is a matter of decades of
Yeah,
empowerment
of
of women in Bihar, and
of
it's
course.
not just an isolated 10,000 rupee scheme that came
Not
up
only
before the
that,
elections.
and I want to tell you one more interesting story. For the first time on any channel, our common friend was Mr. Nitish Kumar, Sarad Yadav also, and he is no more now. My tribute to him. He opposed the 33% reservation of the women, if you remember. He was of the opinion that the upper caste and the middle class women will be benefited over it. In their 50 years friendship, that was the only occasion when Nitish Kumar differed with our leader Sarad Yadav on the issues of lady reservation. No, there should be reservation of 33% for the women, and of course you can ask quota within quota for the weaker section of the society.
So basically, you can see it on the ground in Bihar now, is what you're saying. That if you go to Bihar, you will see police women.
Yeah.
You will see women who are empowered, and that's because of decades of such schemes that have been run.
And one more thing, जब ये 2000 का चुनाव था तो नीतीश कुमार जब मीटिंग करने जाते थे, ग्रुप ऑफ लेडीज जो थी पर्टिकुलरली इन विलेज एरिया, दे यूज टू कम हिम विद फोल्डेड हैंड, साहब शराब से छुट्टी दिलाइए, हमारा पति आता है शराब पी करके बच्चों के लिए सब्जी नहीं लाता, कोई और चीज़ नहीं लाता, शराब और हमें पीटता है। तो जो क्रूरल्टी थी वोमेन पर वो बिहार में मैक्सिमम थी। अब जो ताज़ा आंकड़े हैं उसके मुताबिक जो डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस है वो कम हो गई है, और अब शराब की जगह वो फल फ्रूट्स या सब्जी लेके शाम को आता है। तो जो ग्रामीण महिलाएं हैं पर्टिकुलरली उनको एक बिल्कुल हेवनली रिलीफ हुआ। और मैं नीतीश कुमार के साथ जहाँ मीटिंग में गया था वहाँ 70-80% महिलाएं थी, 20% 25% पुरुष। तो ये भी एक कल्चरल रिवोल्यूशन था। ऐसा देश मुझे मिसेस गांधी का भी याद है, लेकिन उससे भी ज़्यादा ये नीतीश कुमार का था।
And in fact, there is one data that I found online which says that the female voter turnout was 71.6% this time, while the male voter turnout was 62.8%. So more women possibly came out to vote.
पुरुषों को मैंने रिएक्ट भी करते हुए देखा एक मीटिंग में। They were speaking against Nitish Kumar, why he is giving so much power to the women. It was a rare, phenomena in the countryside.
Right. So you are painting a very different picture from what, say, the Congress had been saying before the elections, especially regarding vote chori and the allegations against the election commission. What's your take on that now? Now that the elections are over and we know what the Congress's figures are.
It was not a vote chori. I am following politics more than 50 years.
Yes.
I have been in jail in emergency during Mrs. Gandhi's days, and I have seen so many elections. Congress party has lost its mass base. They lost Dalit votes. They lost backward caste and backward classes vote. They lost upper caste vote. And even the Muslims, they are not with the Congress. So it is not vote chori. It is Jan Aadhar chori, mass base chori ho gaya.
And why would you say the Muslims are also not with the Congress anymore?
They are with the regional outfits. In UP, they are Akhilesh Yadav's party. In Bihar, they are with RJD. In West Bengal, they are with Mamta Didi. In Tamil Nadu, they are with Stalin.
I was speaking with the VHP president on the Statesman talk just a few days ago, and one of the points he made was that the more you try to create a Muslim vote bank, the more you are actually creating a Hindu vote bank. There's a consolidation of Hindu votes. Is that something you would agree with?
We are the part of the socialist movement, believing in democracy and socialism and secularism also. There should be no effort from any section, from any political system to divide the country on communal basis. Neither there should be a Hindu mass-based party, nor there should be a Muslim mass-based party. The country belongs to all, and it must be a homogeneous structure of the political system, and there is no space for hatred uh, mm, against against any section of the society.
That's a good message to send. What's your take on what's happening within the RJD now? I think we spoke a bit about what's happening within the family, but what do you think is the undoing for the party in this election?
The era of RJD type of politics is over now. I'm sorry to say. We worked with Lalu Prasadji for many years in Janata Party, Janata Dal, Lok Dal together. But gone days of hatred, of disorder, of making instigation of one section against the another. What happened after his becoming the chief minister? He was exciting and making hostile one section of the society against the other. There was communal, uh, exchange between the sections in Bihar for the consolidation of one section of the border. Law and order, it was the first casualty in Lalu's case. No law and order. He used to say, इसका कहा जरूरत है सोशल एम्पावरमेंट कीजिए ना, जातियों को इकट्ठा कीजिए ना. दिस सॉर्ट ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स इट इज ओवर नाउ. पढ़े लिखे लड़के हो गए, सोसाइटी चेंज हो गई है. ऑफ कोर्स देयर शुड बी सोशल जस्टिस in the society, because our Hindu society particularly, and part of Muslim also, they are the victim of the caste-based politics, caste-based reservation, caste-based opportunities of job. There should be justice to them. Therefore, we implemented under the leadership of VP Singh the Mandal Commission.
Yes.
But Nitish Kumar type of Mandal politics or backward politics was different from Lalu Yadav. He was not instigating one section of backward against the forward, which Lalu did.
And what do you think happened with Prashant Kishore's Jan Suraj?
Prashant is a good friend of mine.
Okay.
We worked together in Janata Dal in 215 elections together. He is an intelligent man, no doubt, well-read. But he is an election machine. He is not a political activist. I am sorry to say, to disagree with him. And above all, after all his efforts, all his marathon efforts, there was a polarization of the society to vote for Lalu or to not to vote for Lalu. If you are going to vote for Lalu, then people will remind you the old bad days. And if you are not going to vote for Lalu, the NDA led by Nitish Kumar was the only option. Therefore, he lost mercilessly.
The elections are over. Now it's about the road ahead for Bihar and the road ahead for your party as well. With Nitish Kumar turning 74 this year, how will JDU ensure a smooth leadership transition? Are you even thinking of that at the moment?
There is no provision in a socialist movement for a dynastic succession. And Nitish Kumar particularly is opposed to these kinds of trend in the party. Neither his son nor his brother nor any other family participated in politics. The party under his leadership is working collectively and hopefully will continue to do the same.
And there is no question of his son coming into politics. Is it something that he wants to do? But
at present, there is no sign of it. Neither Nitish Kumar has communicated to his comrades in Patna, not to us, about any such move.
Since you mentioned dynasty politics, and this is of course something that has been in the news in Bihar in the last few days, and it's about an NDA ally, Upendra Kushwaha, whose wife is an MLA. He himself is a Rajya Sabha member of parliament. And now his son, who was not an elected member, has been made a minister in Bihar. What do you have to say to that?
Upendra Kushwaha ji is an old friend and an old comrade of ours in Janata Dal days, in Lok Dal days. He should avoid these kinds of trend in his own party. It would have been better if he would have communicated or nominated some other person for the same job.
But there was no consultation with the JDU on this
Not
matter.
at all. It was the decision of his party and Upendra Kushwaha alone. We are not the part of this decision.
But there was no message that the party you gave to him as your ally.
I am speaking on your channel. It is quite loud.
Okay, we note that, sir. Do you think there is any possibility of a national role for Nitish Kumar?
Not now. It was. It was the Nitish Kumar who started the process of uniting the opposition against the BJP. I was with him in a function in Hisar where Prakash Singh Badal, Farooq Abdullah, Om Prakash Chautala, Sitaram Yechoori, D. Raja, and many more leaders were there. He was the first leader who gave the call of the opposition unity with no political untouchability. Then he went to Mrs. Gandhi, then he went to Rahul Gandhi and asked them and requested to make call for a opposition unity and should organize some meeting. So after till 6th month, there was no meeting. Then he called a meeting in Patna, then in Bengaluru, then in Mumbai. But somehow or the other, the Congress leadership was not so warm. They were thinking of either Sonia Gandhi or to Rahul Gandhi to be the convener and the whole soul karta dharta of the third or of the front. And we got disillusioned when meeting again, there was no clear-cut program. That was the time for Nitish Kumar, and who was the ablest chief minister of the country. And we used to often says कि नीतीश कुमार पीएम के लिए बेस्ट मटेरियल, he is the PM material, but not now.
Not now.
We are
sir.
happy how he is shaping the future of the Bihar.
I have one last question, and this is about the JDU itself. And there are some local reports in local media about some rumblings within the party and the question of maybe a few of your MLAs switching side. Is there some unease in the party?
Until and unless Nitish Kumar is at the helm of affair, in good health also, there is no question of any MLA shifting his loyalty from Nitish Kumar to ... Majority of the MLA, or if I say that almost all the MLAs and the minister and the MPs, they are the product of Nitish phenomena. And I don't think, and in last 20 years, there has been no major defection in the party. Our tallest leader was Sharad Yadav. When he came out of the party, not any MLA or MP followed him. Therefore, we are sure that whosoever make these kinds of effort, he will get no success.
You mentioned, I'll just add this question, since you mentioned till the time Nitish Kumar is at the helm. There are, of course, some concerns about his health, some reports about that. No talk within the party about any succession, about who takes over, who takes charge. Of course, he's chief minister now and he's in the hot seat. But what about, after 5 years?
Hopefully, true to the traditions of democracy, we will collectively work together and try to manage the things if anything happens wrong in the party.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on Statesman Talk. Thank you. That's it then on this episode of the Statesman Talk. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and post your comments on what you thought of this episode.